9, 8.
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
We have an amazing show for you guys tonight. You have no idea what you're in for. There's new comics, new announcements. You guys are at the front row of what's coming your way from Onrie Kompan Productions. So stick around. We got a great show for you guys. All right, guys, welcome back to Kickin It With Onrie live shopping show. I am your host, Onrie Kompan, and we are kicking off tonight's episode by bringing in a very special guest. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Fabrice Sapolsky back to Kickin It. Fabrice, how you doing this evening?
Hey, I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm still alive. I survived another Kickstarter campaign.
Yes, I want to hear all about it. You just had a very successful Kickstarter campaign for a project that your wife was working on, and Mutiny is what it's called. Tell us all about it.
It's called Mutiny Black Girl Magic, and you actually see her behind me. She's still there now. She has a spot in my office, and I mean it's great. Like I'm really happy. 119% above the initial goal. So it's pretty good. Like and. It's the first this year. It's the first campaign that we've done in a year. It's the first this year, and there's going to be 6 other campaigns following that. So it's going to be crazy this year.
That is a lot. And you also have a lot of convention appearances that you've been doing?
Yeah, 26 appearances. The next one being in New York, April 6 and 7. It's called Fanfare, Midtown East. Then I'll join you at C2E2. I have another con in Brooklyn on the 13th of April. So it's going to be busy. And May, June, July, it's 4 or 5 conventions a month. So it's going to be very busy. And there's, of course, like the graphic novel program through retailers and librarians. And it's going to be another 12 graphic novels that are going to be published all this year. So
Fabrice, you're managing a lot of different things. I mean, you are a full-scale publisher, working with all big companies, big names, big everything. And it is a lot to juggle. And you're basically a one-man show doing all of that.
Yes. I mean, Crystal helps me as much as she can, but she has other activities. But the rest is basically just me.
Excellent. Well, Fabrice, is there something that you would like everybody to know right now about your latest works? I know that we recently finished the latest Kickstarter campaign, but
yes,
anything that, like, let's say we're going out to the comic book shop tomorrow, what should we be asking our retailers to have in stock from Fair Square Comics?
Well, first, I mean, we have this book that came out late February and that flew under the radar and has been overlooked, and it's really heartbreaking for me. It's called I Run to Make My Heart Beat. It's a slice of life story from this woman who's a Black, Jewish, and Muslim, and she's also an athlete and a law graduate. It's really a beautiful story. It's really great. If you want something that has a lot of heart and that it's a real story adapted from a real person, I Run to Make My Heart Beat. Everywhere books are sold. And I want to stress out 2 other things. The first one is that at the end of April, we have this book called A Fox in My Brain that people can order through their store, on Amazon, on the Fair Square Comics website pretty soon. But everywhere books are sold, you can pre-order it, like Target, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, your comic store, everywhere, your independent bookstore. And it's a book that deals with cyclothymia, which is a mental illness. And the creator went through that herself and is chronicling her kind of journey to understand her condition, but it's not done in a way that it's sad. It's extremely funny. It has a lot of humor. There are like crazy situations she's going through, and I think a lot of people are going to understand mental health better thanks to that book. It's very cute. It's called A Fox in My Brain, and it comes out at the end of April.
You know, Fabrice, it's interesting that you mentioned this because I feel like this is a perfect segue for what we're about to reveal and why I asked you to come out here this evening. So I think the first thing we're going to want to do here is reveal that next Tuesday, April 2nd, I will be going live on Kickstarter for a campaign for a re-release of a book that I put out years ago called Marks, A Tale of Neglect. We've rebranded the book, and I recently asked Fabrice to come on and do a new cover for me. And the reason why I came to Fabrice specifically, aside from the fact that him and I both share Jewish roots, is Fabrice knows how to bring attention to stories in a way that is very powerful and gets them into the spotlight. And with the first two printings of Marks, I think I was flying under the radar, just slowly selling books off piecemeal. And now I'm really trying to bring this book to a whole new level. And I couldn't think of a better person to help me do this. So without further ado, Jay, if you can reveal the cover for our new rebranded version of Marks, that would be fantastic. So we got Marks, A Tale of Survival, featuring a cover by Fabrice Sapolsky. Feast your eyes on this gorgeous cover here. We're actually getting the book printed right now. So the books are being printed while we're on the air, as a matter of fact. And it is going to be a phenomenal experience going back and revisiting this story. We've gone in and remastered the book, and I've also added some content in there too. So you guys are getting essentially a more bang for your buck with this. And we have a trailer here for Marks. So Jay, feel free to air the trailer. Anybody wants to know what Marks is about, this is your chance to hear about it. All right. So while we were airing this trailer, Fabrice messaged both Jay and I, and he wants to show off some of the artwork or he wants to show off the process that he went through to create the trailer for this. But before we get into that, Jay, if you can drop the link for the pre-launch page of Marks. This is where I need you guys to help me out right now. I need you to click on the link to be notified for when we go live on this Kickstarter, which is exactly a week from today. So just click on that notification button, and Fabrice is going to show us. He's going to explain how we got this amazing, beautiful cover. So Fabrice, just tell Jay what you need him to pull up, and we'll work with you.
Well, I just set my rough board. So this is usually where it starts when you draw something. Is you have a client. In this case, it's my friend Onrie, is my client, and so I said, okay, I reread the graphic novel, and I was like, what can I offer what can I offer that will be original and different from the previous cover? And I immediately thought Russian propaganda art. So I went on to look at old posters from the Stalin era, from the Lenin era, and I kind of like, there was a lot of the man breaking freedom and men breaking chains and stuff. And I stumbled upon a poster that was kind of close to what the cover is right now. And I said, okay, I'm going to make a mix of that. And it was always my favorite, the number 2 on this selection. But I mean, if Onrie had chosen any other cover, I would have done it with the same heart. It's just that I believe that with the sickle and the hammer, which were, of course, the symbols of the USSR, it was very powerful, and it allowed us to understand the multiple phases of Marx's life when he was a prisoner, when he was a worker, when he was at war, his issues with women. There was a lot of, it packs a lot of stuff, and his eye going through, like, peeping through that thing, just like he was looking from a door. It was really interesting because when you read the book, you'll understand how much he was active and passive at the same time. I don't know if you agree, Onrie.
Yes, I totally agree. My grandfather believed in the idealisms of communism because that was what he kind of was raised around, and you guys will read all about it when you see the book. But I think Fabrice captured that concept right on the money. And I have to tell you, I really wrestled with it because at first I was so excited about it, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, is this sending too strong of a message? Like, I was really I was like, were we too bold here? And then I thought about it, and I kind of sat back, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's time for me to trust Fabrice and let Fabrice does what he does best. And I am so excited about this cover because of the fact that it is so bold. It really allowed me to understand what I needed to step back from this story and really let the artist who understands this stuff, who does this stuff, who eats it and sleeps it all every day, 24/7. It's time to let him, help me. And Fabrice, I don't think you just helped me. I think you gave me wings so that I could fly. I mean, that's how.
I'm very happy because obviously this story became important to me as I was rereading it. And it's funny, and I will never admit it, but now I'll admit it live in front of everybody. When you first gave me that book, I put it in a box. And the funny thing is that I put it in a box. The box is somewhere, and I haven't found it yet. But it's there. It's somewhere here.
No, it's fine. It happens. I put books in boxes all the time, and I can't find them.
But when you sent it to me again, I was like, okay, this is now my job. I need to look at it with a fresh pair of eyes. And this is where I really understood how important this book was to you, but also how important this book was, period, for a lot. It's not just for historians. It's not just for librarians. It's for everyone who is resilient.
Yeah.
Everyone who understands. And there's something, I'm actually working on a graphic novel right now that is Jewish stories of resilience. That's going to be for next year. And I believe that it's something about Jewish people that is exactly that. It's like thousands of years of being bullied, thousands of years of resilience. And Marx really embodies that.
Well, thank you for saying that, Fabrice. I'm deeply honored by that comment. And another thing I want to say too is that having your background adds to the credibility of the book too. I mean, we got when I was going through the bios of everybody who worked on Marx, and this was a book that was published years ago. So I only went back and revisited it after selling through the second print, and it took me a long time after selling through the second print to go back and look at it again. And we've got creators on this book who have done a ton of work at Marvel and DC, Image. You got J.M. DeMatteis, who's an Eisner Award writer. He was my editor on the project. So it was really just this dream team of creators that came together for this specific project and really helped lift it up. But really bringing Fabrice on was like, it was like the finishing touch, the one thing that the book needed from the start. And I knew it. I knew it from the first moment. When I first gave Marx to Fabrice, it was when I first met Fabrice.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Baltimore
true.
Comic-Con 2022.
Yeah, and that's like why he wants to give me this book about his grandfather. Yes.
And another thing too was he was in this process of moving, right? You were moving from LA to New York. So I had to understand, because it was one of my last copies.
Yeah.
If I give this to Fabrice, there's a chance he might lose it or something could happen because dude's about to move. Things are about to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that I don't take it in any poor way at all. I know that it was not purposeful. It's not like you just threw my book in the garbage.
No, I don't do that. I don't ditch books. Yeah, I respect books.
We don't. No, it's a pleasure working. This is our second collaboration working together.
Yes, after War Lion. Is it sold out? By the way, it's
not sold out. I'm holding on to it.
Damn it!
Because I know you're coming into town for C2E2.
Yes.
Get some books off to the side for people who are going to want it for the Kickstarter, because it is such a unique version of the book and such a unique way to experience it. So we're gonna definitely be holding off on for C2E2, so that way folks can not only get it from me, but can come by, pick up something from you at C2E2 and get their book signed. And
my table will be 05.
Which table will it be? Which
05.
05. So in Artist Alley. So that's 05.
05.
Yeah. And Fabrice is going to be with me. You guys will get a chance to see him too. It's gonna be a great time. And with that being said, Fabrice, we're gonna get the show going here.
Yes.
If there's any last things you want to say, feel free to let us.
No, just have fun. Have fun. Make it happen. I just want to say that I also have a channel on YouTube that is my channel under my name, Fabrice Sapolsky. You just type my name on YouTube and you get it. And every Friday, I have a column. I have a vlog called Fake Fridays, and this Friday I'm premiering my first interview. Up to now, it was just me talking about the business of comics. But this week, I'm starting to interview other creators and other publishers, and I guess everyone is going to be excited by our guest this week.
I know I'm excited. You already told me, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it, and I love what you're doing with Fab Fridays. Keep up what you're doing too. We'll definitely have you back on the network. You're be a regular around here these days.
Wonderful. Take care.
Yes. Take care, Fabrice. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break because it's that time. And when we come back, we're going to get into the whole collection here. I got all new stuff tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun, so stick around. Actually, we're not going to have any fun. It's Corporate Week. Corporate Week starts now. No fun after this commercial break. None at all. Don't even think about it.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Look, we need to have a serious talk here. It has come to my attention that some of you guys were having fun over the last 20 minutes. You know, Corporate Week is kicked off now, okay? And starting tomorrow, there's going to be a dress code that's going around and kicking it, all right? We're going to clean things up. We're going to kick out all the rubbish here and really cut out all the costs and the talent and everything because, you know, fire everybody who brings any, any value to what we're doing. We're going to just try and cut costs down so we can bring investors here, sell the money for big bucks, sell the company for big bucks, sell the money for big bucks, whatever. It's all the same thing. But no more fun having, okay? We need to appear a certain way. We're selling off our assets. Yep, that's right. None of that. And I also have been informed that I'm going into the Guinness Book of World Records for being the one comic book show host who has been canceled more time, like the most times in history. So the only person who came that close in history was Mussolini. He wasn't selling comics though. He was selling off Italy. All right. The deal is always the same. You spend $25 with me, and you get a spin on the wheel, and you're going to win something no matter what, because that's the kind of guy I am. And if you spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order, so long as you're located in the good old United States of America. All right, so let's kick it off. We got some great books on the bottom row here, and we got all new comics coming your way. This is from a brand new collection I picked up out in Indiana Comic-Con over the weekend. And one last thing before I get started, two last things before I get started. First off, if you haven't yet, be sure to click on that link and go to that pre-launch page and click to be notified for Mark's A Tale of Survival. And two, happy birthday to Roberto Santiago, our man with the master plan. Do we got a little thing for him, like cheering or something like that? An audience applause? Anything like that? Beautifully bombastic breasted women who can come into his house and yes. All right. Roberto, happy birthday, man. Wishing you all the best.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're going to step into these Slim Jims here. All right. First book we got tonight is Spectacular Spider-Men, #1. And this is a cover here that is done by Todd Knock. And Todd has been doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff. He's also done, he did a Magneto series recently with J.M. DeMatteis, who is the editor of Mark's A Tale of Survival. So he did this special variant cover, Spectacular Spider-Man. It's after Frank Miller. This is going to go for $15. It's got Peter on the cover. I dig this cover a lot. There's a big part of me that's tempted to keep this book. And I will say that Spectacular Spider-Man, out of every book that Marvel has put out in 2024 so far, Spectacular Spider-Man has had the best set of variants that I have seen come out so far. I like the work that they've done with the Ultimate Spider-Man line, like in terms of the presentation for it. It's like very pristine and clean, but in terms of like eye-popping art that gets you to want to pick a book off the racks, I think Spectacular Spider-Man has those covers going for them. All right. Next up, we got Peacemaker Disturbing the Peace. This is by Garth Ennis and Gary Brown. This is going to go for just $5 tonight. Actually, I'll do it for $4. $4. Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you really want it? $4. I'll do the little dance for you guys. I'll suck at it, but I'll do it for you. We got Trick or Read, comics for ages 13 plus. We got Moon Knight, Night of Blood here. Now, this is for ages 13 plus, guys, so there might just be a little bit of fun in this book here. But remember, you're not allowed to have it. Not even a little bit. This is going to go for just $3 today. $3 on Moon Knight, Trick or Read. We got Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur showing up here. We got Tigra on the cover. And Moon Knight being all Moon Knight-y. All right, next up I got God Slap #1. This book here just got announced to be it got picked up by Netflix, I think. And I got issue 1 going for $13 right now. God Slap's about a dude who gets the powers of God in his hand, and every time he slaps someone, he literally slaps them with the power of God. It's a really interesting concept. I think you guys are going to dig this. This issue 1 is going to go for $13 right now. Snag it while you can. This is going to be turned into a movie pretty soon. It's pretty wild. This is like one of those movies that's like on a fast track trajectory. Comics that's being made on a fast trajectory. Just got it serious. You know, when you just like lose yourself, you're not taking the job seriously enough. Not being a real enough salesman. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to keep the rage seller in me down. Rage seller down. Shh. You're on a warm, nice beach. You just peed your pants, and you got Star Trek Deep Space Nine #1. All right. Star Trek Deep Space Nine #1. This is going to go for $4 tonight. Deep Space Nine. You know you want it. I wonder if they have Star Trek Deep Space Nine #69. Did they get 69 issues out of this sucker? 69, bro! Deep Space Nine. You know, there is so much sexual innuendo in Star Trek and all of it. I didn't even realize it. I thought it was just like, kind of like modern realism and, philosophy and all that stuff. But, man, there's a lot of sexual innuendo on that show, especially on Next Generation. All right, I got Iron Man #1 here. This is by, I think it's Keith Gillen or Peter Gillen. Deep throating me. Yep. All right, sorry. Chris jumped in. He said no fun. No fun at all. Stop the fun. I'm not going to start selling comics again until you guys stop that laughter. Stop having fun at once. All right, got Iron Man #1 here. This is going to go for $4. This is actually the first time Iron Man wears this black and yellow armor. It's the first and last time. Black and yellow. What is he, Bumblebee or something? All right, anyway. This could go for $4. Actually, I read this issue. It's pretty badass. The every time Iron Man upgrades his armor, they introduce really cool concepts in the comics, and there's stuff in, especially this book, that gets introduced that makes for the start of a really cool arc, but also advances Iron Man as a character. And you can see how the comics influence the technology that is implemented in the movies too. Like when he had the shield thing that he had in Infinity War that were shooting the lasers and all that stuff. I mean, that was all inspired by stuff that came from the comics, or other licensed stuff. Whoa. But that's the thing about Iron Man is technology is always evolving, and I think that concept has translated over to pretty much every other superhero now, but except for Hulk. Hulk doesn't really need technology, does he? Justice League #1. This is Future's End. It's a lenticular cover here. I'm just doing this for $4 tonight. $4 on Justice League Future's End number 1. It's $4, which is actually the cover price of the book. The Incredible Hulk Annual number 15. This is going to go for $4 tonight. $4, and that's it. Spawn Godslayer number 1. This is going to go for $4 tonight. Spawn Godslayer number 1. Philip Tan did this, and his artwork's awesome. He's a really talented artist. I forget where he's from. I think he's from the Philippines. Is he from the Philippines? I got Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and the Impossible Man number 60. This is going to go for $4. $4 on Marvel 2-in-1 number 60. This is a newsstand edition. We're looking at like a fine plus on this. Nice clean copy. I got the Incredible Hulk 305. We got Mike Mignola on the cover here. This is going to go for just $4 tonight. $4 on this. Thundercats number 1 from the new Thundercat series that was launched. This is the number 1A cover. And we're doing this tonight for $10 for cover 1A of Thundercats, the newest Thundercat series, which is written by Declan Shalvey. I haven't read it, but I've been hearing really good things. I know it. Yeah, Jay is saying it's really good. I trust that. And it's sold out everywhere. Pretty much like every retailer I went to is out of the A cover. So if you find an A cover just hanging out at your local comic shop, like you found a shop that like apparently attracts blind people or people who just really don't like Thundercats. So we have a comic book shop for the blind. What do you guys think of that concept? I got Marvel Team Up Annual number 3. The Hulk and Power Man and Iron Fist teaming up. Mayhem and Middle America. This is going to go for $4. Newsstand edition. Again, fine plus on this. Yeah, no fun at all. Thank you, Chris, for reminding us. Man, thank God we have Chris Steischel here to be our police. David Moore is damage implementation and control. Tori's our resident neurosurgeon. Roberto's, Roberto's all about the, you're our tech guy. I'm trying to think of like what you are. Hacker, I don't know if I would say hacker. You're just the IT department. You're all the IT department. But you see, like, I think Chris Steischel needs to be promoted to general counsel now. You can't just be a lawyer. You can't be a lawyer for the rest of your life. You have to do something with yourself. Being a lawyer is like so like 20s, you know what I mean? You got to get to a point where you're general counsel, damn it. Thunder gets cleaned by Heath. And then Jay, you're the fun police. Jay's the police. He's the one who writes up the tickets. I'm so glad you like Thundercats, Lorena. And Heath, thank you for picking up Thundercats. I just want to say, as I am going through this, over the last week, while I was over at Indiana Comic-Con, a lot of you guys have been asking, how was your Indiana Comic-Con, Onrie? Well, it was okay. I came there hoping to make a little bit more money because I missed out on Planet Comic-Con. But I did well enough to the point where it made sense for me to do the trip and to do it again next year and to, in fact, upgrade, because I think if I would have had a better position on the floor, I probably would have had more sales at the end of the day because I would have had more people to pitch. What was the challenge at this show was all of the main traffic was going down the main aisles, and I was on an inline booth. Most of the time when you're on an inline, you're counting on traffic that's coming down your aisle. Well, unfortunately, what was happening was people were just kind of using my aisle to get through. So those were the people that I was working off of. And there were times where it was busier than others. But I think that had a lot to do with it and all that. But all's well and all ended well. I had really great experiences and I learned a lot. And not only that, my drive allowed me to connect with you guys more. I had a really wonderful conversation with Roberto Santiago, with David Moore. Chris Deiskell, you and I should get on the phone at some point and have a chat. It's been a while since I've caught up with you too. But, talking with you guys, and hearing about what you guys have going on in your lives, your experiences, it's a major inspiration for me for what I need to do in order to be better, in order to grow. And I like to think of it this way: we're all in this together. So whether you guys are in some other industry or whatever, I am completely cognizant of the fact that you guys are choosing to spend your time with me this evening, and I want to know what's going on in your lives. You guys matter to me. So this isn't just a show where you guys come and buy comics from me. I mean, it is. If you're not going to buy, just get the hell out of here right now. Don't need that. No more fun. Seriously, if you're not buying anything, just go. Yeah. Oh, boy. I was practicing my rage sale techniques when I was out there. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, the next person who says that they don't want to buy my book, I'm just going to take all the garbage that's in my bin here and just dump it all over them and like kick them in the butt and be like, you don't know what good reading is, get out of here, go read your stupid Marvel books. And speaking of stupid Marvel books, we have Marvel Team Up for sale. All right, Marvel Team Up number 37, Spider-Man and Man-Wolf. I didn't do that to anyone, by the way. I've never actually lost it that bad. I've come close at times when I've been at shows, and it's something I actually have been trying to work on. And we all talk about self-improvement and bettering ourselves, and for me, it's about kind of realizing where things are when I go to conventions. And the one thing I kind of realized was when I'm at this convention, I am not necessarily here to sell out of everything. If it happens, great, but this is a show that I can drive to, so my overhead is way down versus like a show like Emerald City where if I don't sell out of books, then I got to ship stuff back and I got to work out all these other logistics that are annoying. Team Up is claimed at $4. We got you, Roberto. I wanted to see who wrote it real quick, and because it was usually written by David Anthony Kraft, but this one was done by Jerry Conway. Anyway, yeah. So this was a show where I didn't really need to sell it, but one thing I want to address right now is how happy I am about the fact that Warline is now in the final 16. There was we started out with 120 different comic book titles, and Warline is now, out of all 120 titles, 16 remain, Warline being one of them. I'm really pleased about that, and I'm glad to see that we made it on to the next round. And if you guys could vote for Warline, if you haven't already, I think most of you who are watching the show have, but I recently made a post on Facebook. If you guys just follow me on Facebook, you guys can read issue 1, and I put up a preview of issue 2 for you guys, read the books, and then, you can click on the link and it'll take you to the voting. We're in bracket number 7. We'll drop the link after we go into our next commercial break, but just so you guys know, we're up there, and I have a feeling we can take this home. At least, I don't know how it works in the end, but it's basically like there's going to be 3 more rounds of voting, and it's a popular vote, so it's it's like a People's Choice Award. So that doesn't necessarily mean that I won the book of the year, but that would just mean I would be the person with the book of the year, I guess. I don't know, whatever it is, at least to my understanding. But either way, it's great that Warline got nominated for something. It's great that we've made it this far. Even if this is as far as we've gotten, I am so pleased. I am so proud of what this book has done and what you guys have helped me build it to. So thank you very much. We're going to get back to selling comics now. Sorry. You voted quite a few times. What is up, Eddie? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Yes, you have voted. All of you guys have voted multiple times, which I really appreciate. And I hate asking. It's like every couple of days I got to go back and be like, hey, guys, I need your vote again. It's a couple more rounds. It's kind of like the Final Four concept where, they're just trying to single out based on popular votes, So I am going to keep asking you guys, but what I am going to keep doing is I am going to keep giving you guys some incentive to do it. and I will have a great incentive for you guys in the next days. Speaking of which, if you haven't yet, be sure to follow that Mark's pre-launch page. And we are going to go into the next set of books we have for sale here. We have Prince Namor, Submariner. This is a 4-part limited series. It is drawn, I believe, by Mike Sack. No, it's Budinsky, Chuck Budinsky. Number 2, number 3, and number 4. I picked this series up because I planned to read it. I was on a big Namor kick for a little while I was working on Warline, because I always liked the sense of authority that Namor has in his voice. And, the defiance in the character and everything was really what I wanted Warline to have. And, this is written by the guy who edited the book that we're about to bring to Kickstarter, Mark's A Tale of Survival. It's written by J.M. DeMatteis. And if anybody knows Marvel characters, it's that dude. So we got all 4 issues of Prince Namor the Submariner. That's going to go for just $15. And then the next book I got here is Batman the Dark Knight, number 1. This is the David Finch, Scott Williams series, a new acquisition here. We got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. So he teams up with is it the Gargoyle? Who's this guy? Not the Gargoyle. What was his name again? Hell something. Something Hell.
Etrigan the Demon.
Yeah, Etrigan, yes. And this is a Jack Kirby creation, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
All right, so it's a Jack Kirby character, and on this Batman story. And I remember when this issue was dropped, they just gave David Finch his own Batman series, and they're like, "Dude, do whatever you want. Like, we trust you. Write, draw, do everything." And this cover came out in 2011. Very early 2011. I remember when it dropped. I got the first issue. This was a hot book when it first dropped. It is some really cool stuff. So we got the first 5 issues here. I'm going to do it all for $15. It's essentially $3 a book. All these books have been rebagged and boarded. They are in great shape. You are going to love these. G.G. Etrigan, yes. G.G. Etrigan. Oh, no, I got it. G.G. Allen Moore. G.G. Allen, man, that guy was truly evil. My God, I saw an interview about this guy. Kyle was telling, it was Leonard Pig first was the one who brought it up to us. There's that guy, seriously, I think he rose from the grave and started haunting me in Indiana. There's a little G.G. Allen in all of us. Oh, boy. No, stop it. Not supposed to have fun tonight. No. You do not speak ill of the dead. Never. Never in this household. We honor you, G.G. Allen. Go find someone else to beat up. He would have loved beating me up. I wouldn't have let him do it. I would have done some kung fu shit. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't have stood? No fun allowed. That's exactly right. I would have called the police. I would have been like, sir. And I'd just start writing something on the paper. And I'd be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm writing you a citation, sir. Here's a citation for you, Mr. G.G. Allen. Yeah. All right. Mount Rushmore. All right. Next up, I got an Amazing Spider-Man run here. I have Amazing Spider-Man 368. This kicks off a really great run called The Invasion of the Spider Slayers. This inspires the 90s TV show a bit, I would say. The 90s TV show draws a lot from this run here. 369, 370. I actually think the storytelling in here is better than the TV show. 71, 372, and 373. And how about that X-Men 97? My God, has that been great. If you guys haven't seen the first 2 episodes yet, get on that bandwagon. X-Men 97 is what the X-Men movie should be. It is perfect. It is great. I absolutely love it. You owe it to yourself to watch it and just see how the storytelling has advanced, how everything in this world has advanced. It has inspired me so much to jump back on and get my ass in gear with Yi Sun Shin because, picking up so many years after you dropped off of something, but not just picking back up, raising the bar. I thought that was insane. And that's really what I want to do when I finish Issun Shin, is I want to end that series, and I want you guys begging for more, That's what happened with X-Men 97 for me. So it inspired me in that way, and I can't wait to see more episodes of it. But we got this amazing and word on the street is that they're going to be bringing back the old Spider-Man series too, the 90s Spider-Man show. Now, I'm going to be the first to tell you this. I didn't care for either of those shows because compared to the Batman animated series, it was like, it was like someone rage selling. It would be like me rage selling at a con, like just dumping garbage all over everyone. Like the voice acting, the writing, it was really cheesy compared to the sharp, witty, grim writing of the Batman animated series. I mean, there was just no comparison. The voice acting was superior. The action was superior. Everything was so much better about what DC was doing at that time. So it's like, now people are like, yeah, DC sucks. Yeah, like DC can't do anything. That's what everybody was saying about Marvel in the 90s. So the fact that they were able to take something that I didn't really care about that much. I mean, I was glad to see Marvel get something put out, but it wasn't good. It didn't hold a candle to the Batman animated series. Sorry. And it's true, by the way. No one can really argue that. I mean, it's just it was a different style of animating. It's like the other one was just so much more polished, and both were good in their own ways, but one just doesn't hold a torch to the other. So now they're talking about making a Spider-Man 97 series as well and giving it that same treatment. So lately I've been really going back and exploring a lot of the 90s X-Men stuff, because what they did with the Executioner in this series, freaking great. You just need to see it. But anyway, jump on Invasion of the Spider Slayers so that 2 years from now, when they do make this TV show and they do up their game and they do all this stuff with Spider-Man, that's going to be like, whoa, you guys can say you picked up this run for me on Kickin' It, and I'm going to do the whole thing right now for we'll do it for $20. $20. I'd say they're all about $3 books, but I'm going to round up because that's coming from the personal collection. It's got to move, but it's not going to move at the lowest price yet. When I think about no fun and being serious, I ask, what would G.G. Allen do? Probably a felony. Spidey never threw a punch in that series. Yeah, he never really did he? I don't remember. It was just like the music. I really hated that theme song. Oh, God. And they're like, oh, it was the guy from Aerosmith. I'm like, I don't care who the hell it was. I hated that. It was just so lame. Compared to the Batman animated series, that opening is striking. Like, it doesn't need lyrics, and it's, I didn't get that. I didn't, and I was heartbroken by the Spider-Man 90 series, because to me it felt like Marvel was talking down. It was like, we're trying to get the little kids. It's like Stan's like, Jesus, we need the little kids. I mean, like. And I was like, I wasn't falling for it, because Batman was so good, but then it was around this time too that Spawn animated series was coming out, and that was amazing looking. Spider-Man just felt juvenile to me. So if they bring back that TV show and they do with that what they did with X-Men 97, I'm on board. It's like the show grew up and it finally became what it needed to be this whole time. And everything they did on there was great. I mean, man, Cyclops was such a badass. It was great. You got to see it. You always fall for it? What do I fall for, Tom? What am I falling for this time? What butt of whose joke am I a part of now? G.G. Allen. Play the David Moore video. Oh, good Lord. Play that David Moore video right now. David Moore! All right, stop. G.G. Allen 69. Oh my God. If you are laughing right now, it's because you're on the outside of an inside joke, which is my fault. But I'm laughing, damn it. I'm laughing. It's my show and I can laugh. At G.G. Allen. All right, we're in $2 comic zone now. You see this big stack of books here? It's a big stack of new stuff. But not only is it new stuff, it's clean stuff. And not only is it clean stuff, but it is all Batman. Everything is Batman here. So we're going to kick it off with Batman 627, which is going for $2 right now. 628. These are all $2 books. 634, 648, 649, 650, 651, 653, 654, 658, very early in the Morrison run, 659, 660, 661, 662. Now we're going down to 630. Somehow that ended up in there. I'll put these in reading order if you guys decide to get all of them, which I'm going to give you guys a great price on that. Give me a minute here. 663. We got a lot of Morrison run here. 664. And this stuff is playing into the current Batman run. If you're reading the current Batman series, you're going to want to have as much of the Morrison run as possible. And all these Morrison books are going for way more than what I'm about to sell them for. 665, 680. Easton Shin 97 coming to Kickstarter. Tom, that's exactly why I was bringing up X-Men 97. I really enjoyed the way that those first two episodes were presented, and the writing on it was so much sharper than that lame 90s show. And I really enjoyed it, and it inspired me to come back and start thinking about everything with Easton Shin again. So yes, there probably will be a Easton Shin 97 campaign. In fact, I should just call it the next campaign I do, the Easton Shin 97 campaign. All right, I got Batman 681, 682, 683, 689, 690. This is when Dick Grayson becomes Batman. 691, Batman of Zur-En-Arrh, right here. 692, 693, 694, 695, 696, 697, 698, 699, 701, 702, 703, 704. Check out that Tony Daniel cover. This is all Batman Incorporated stuff. 705. Look at that freaking awesome cover. These are some great books here. 706, 707, 708, 709, 710, 711. This one comes with a free Slurpee. All right, and then we got 712. All right, big Batman stack here. There's a lot of issues. I know I just threw a lot of Batman in your face, and there's a lot more Batman here. It's like this was like the golden collection of Batman, and I'm like, holy crap. Now, I just want to point something out before I give you guys a final price on these books. Each of these to me is worth $2, okay? Because I'm into each one for $1. So I need to sell these at $2 to break even, okay? Or not to break even, to make my cut on it, okay? Sorry, not to break even. So to make my cut on it. So just being straight with you guys, we're doing all these books at $2. But here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to count how many physical books we have here, and then I'm going to come up with a lump sum price that I think is fair, that I'm willing to part with these books for, because I'd rather just sell these off as a big bundle to someone who wants a bunch of Batman books than have to sell off each individual, single issue. If these don't sell off now, I'll just kind of sprinkle them back into the collection as time goes on. I'll sell them off. And I might use them as FOMO books, things like that. But again, I'm in the business of buy for one, sell for two. Like I want to move through these books as quickly as possible, and I want to give you guys, the deals. This allows you guys to save on these books, and for me to go out and continue buying more, which is, always the goal. Okay, what happened here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Sorry, gotta go the other way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I got 20 issues of Batman so far. Let's get the rest. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Do you think G.G. Allen would tolerate me sitting here counting comics for you guys right now? Do you think that would be a fun activity for him to do? Maybe something to take the edge off, to like calm him down. Dude, why don't you sit down and like count some comic books with me? Like, no, I'd rather punch you in the face and crap on your lawn and knock over your garbage. G.G. Allen 69. Oh my God. Okay. David Moore. All right. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 issues of Batman, which would total out to about $90. Okay? This totals out to $90 as a stack of books. I am going to do it for just 75 tonight. We'll do 75 on the big Batman stack. I would rather just move all of these at once than pull them apart. But if we don't sell them throughout the show, you guys can start to make claims again. I'll show you guys these issues again. But if someone wants to take this big stack of Batman books off my hand, you are getting a lot of the Grant Morrison stuff. You're getting some really hot books here. Each one of them could be worth anywhere from $4 to $10. I am not kidding you. Some of them may be worth even more. I just don't have time to go through it. And not only do I not have time to go through it, I want to pass on the deal to you guys. This is a real great deal here. All of these Batman books for just $75. I'm saving you $15 on it. If we can move that Batman bundle, that'll make my night. And I know it's a big ask, but I think we can do it. I have Batman Annual 27 going for $2. He probably tried to give himself paper cuts with the comics. Oh, David Moore. Oh, my God. You flip pages, why fling feces? Oh, he's on his A game tonight, folks. New 52 Batman number 0. That's going to go for $2. No fun allowed. Chris Dyskel's putting his foot down. No fun allowed. Batman number 8. This is from Scott Snyder's run. Okay, guys, these are not $2 books. Okay, just pointing that out. Number 9. Number 10. This was a stellar run, and I just built it out for myself, and I had to pay top dollar on these books. Like I was paying like $5 to $10 a book here for this entire Batman run. I'm doing all 4 of these Batmans for $8. This is from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's run. The new 52 stuff. Batman 0 and 8 goes off to David Moore. We got 9 and 10 going for $4. 9 and 10 going for $4. Okay, you want all 4? All right, I got you, brother. Yeah, why not, right? I mean, you might as well just get these. These are great issues, by the way. This is a great run. This is where we see the Court of the Owls come in. I think Scott Snyder did some solid stuff on Batman. He is a fantastic writer. And from what I know, based on the few times that I've interacted with him, he's a very good man, very kind. Okay. I have the Batman 12-cent adventure. This is number 1 of 4. Oh, no. Number 1 came out in October 2004. This is going to go for $2. $2 on this. There will be other books besides Batman, but we got a lot of Batman here. Batman Annual 27, that's going to go for $2. More Batman. But this is the end of it. This is the last of the Batman. Okay? So I have Batman 443. I have Batman 444, 446, 447, 466, and number 508. I'm going to do this entire run here. We got 2, 4, 6. We'll do all 6 at $12. All 6 at $12. Those are some hot Batman books. And now we're moving on to other things. I have Conan, The Weight of the Crown. This is a one-shot that's going for $2. This is really great. This is written and drawn by Derek Robertson. I remember when I picked this up when it first came out. And it's a really great one-shot Conan story. It's just $2. You will not be disappointed in this. Any fan of Conan should jump on this book. It is just a gosh darn good read. This is by the guy who co-created The Boys. Heath, this is a no-brainer for you, bro. If you're a Conan fan, it's such good stuff. I mean, just the cover itself is very striking. And in many ways was used as reference, too. And Yi Sun-shin, Fallen Avenger, there is a sequence when Yi Sun-shin cuts off the head of a Japanese commander and afterwards hangs his head up. And that was one of the images that we used as reference for our version of that same image. And what we tried to do differently from this cover so that it wasn't like a copy was rather than hold his head out high, we had him hold his head out. So it's like holding it out like that. So it was giving that perspective change and drawing more attention to, the samurai commander's head, with a look of agony on his face, after being so adamant about wanting to destroy Yi Sun-shin. So, it's books like this that definitely helped inspire me. And I remember when it came out, and Derek gave us a lot of kudos for Yi Sun-shin. He's always been very kind and just a really wonderful, sweet man. And one hell of an artist, too. I actually got a chance to interview him on my show when the second season of The Boys was airing. And that was a great interview. I actually really love it. If you go on YouTube, you can probably find it. Just type in my name and Derek Robertson, and you'll get a chance to hear that interview. It's like an hour-long interview. Let me see if I can get that link. Hold on. I'll just drop it for you guys right now. It's a really great interview with the guy who wrote that Conan book. Is it Robertson? Hold on. Give me just a second, brother. Robertson. Okay. Some of them have the silent. Okay, sorry. There we go. All right, Jay, can you drop that link for everybody? You guys can check out that interview anytime you want. It's like an hour-long interview with the guy who did this Conan comic and who co-created The Boys. Really great interview. I have Sleepwalker number 2, number 5, number 6. Early Sleepwalkers going for just $6. You kidding me? I got Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 114. That's going to go for $2. I have Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 1, foil and boss cover, going for $2. I have What If Karen Page Had Lived. So this was from Kevin Smith's run. And what happened was that Bullseye killed Karen Page. And here we see a difference where she doesn't die, or a what if where she doesn't die, and what would have happened as a result. This can go for just $2 around. This is a $5. This is a $5 book all day. You guys are getting it right now at $2. That Spectacular Spider-Man is totally like a $3-4 book. I am passing on the savings to you guys. What if is going off to Heath? Silver Sable's off. Very good. All right. So we got a couple books here on the bottom row that we got to stock up on. Jay, we missed our second commercial break cue, and I think these are really important for us to do because the EXP is growing, and we have sponsors. These are people that I actually know in the industry who believe in what we're doing in the experience and are actually putting their money into helping us grow as a channel. And I urge you guys that when we're taking these commercial breaks to really pay attention to what's there. Go to your local comic shops, order these books, tell them what that you want to see this stuff in their shops because they're coming to us to get to that, to get those results. And they deserve our attention. These are all publishers. Battle Quest Comics, I've known them for a long time. Andrew Caffrey, we actually did an interview with him as well. I can drop that link as well. He is busting his ass, building out his comic book business. He is showing up to all these dealer events, and he's coming with his A game, and he really wants to grow. And he's got some incredible books. We have sold his books on our show, Nomad. When you see these ads and you're seeing these advertisements on here, please pay attention to it. Go to your local comic shops. This is not the time to tune out. This is the time to tune in. All right. I will see you guys in just a moment. We're going to come back. I'm going to restock, and we're going to keep going on these $2 books. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty. A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out!
Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, part of the experience. Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
All right, we are back. So I got 3 books for our bottom row here. I have Wolverine number 41. this is a pretty intense issue where Sabretooth recruits various versions of himself throughout different timelines and or not timelines, what is it? Universes, brings them all together to go after Wolverine. And what they do in this book is pretty insane. So we got Sabretooth War Part 1 and Wolverine 41. This is going to go for $8 tonight. This is the second printing, by the way. I just started reading the first printing, but Final Fantasy VII Remake has been taking up all of my time. I've got like 40 hours invested in this game already. This is insane. I'm like, and I'm still like, no, I feel like every time I feel like I'm coming closer to beating the game, there's like another challenge, but the challenges are great. So I'm not like getting bored of the game. I'm like, damn, this is really good. Like, I thought I was going to beat the game, but like, damn, that was a cool battle. And then there's like another cool battle. It's so great. I love Final Fantasy VII. It's awesome. Great remake. Next book we have here is What If Spider-Man's Uncle Ben Had Lived, number 46. This is going to go for $15. I actually have 2 copies of this, so if we have 2 claims on this, I can cover both claims. And then I have Star Wars 34, Carmine Infantino cover here. This is going to go for $15 for Star Wars 34. 15 on that. All right, and now let's get going on more $2 books, and we'll do FOMO books in the next 15 minutes. And again, guys, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, and also for hitting that link on the notification link. I haven't even checked to see how many people are now following the Mark's campaign. Oh man, our numbers are down here, guys. We only got 4 people who have been notified for the launch so far. It looks like I'd like to get a little bit more if we can. Of course, I'm going to be making more pushes as we go on with this, but let's see if we could get it up to 10. We're at 4 right now, and that's my fault. I dropped that ball. I wasn't really paying attention to it. But if you haven't yet, please click on that link and click to be notified for when the Mark's campaign launches. Probably have to do something tomorrow just to get some action going with that. So we're focused on this tomorrow. All right, the next book I have here is What If Thor Was Raised by Frost Giants, number 1. That's going to go for $2. We're going to focus on giving you guys a good deal right now. We'll get to Mark's later. I have Web of Spider-Man 33 and number 80. This is going to go for just $4. I have What the number 16. That's going to go for $2. What If Thor is off the heat? Mighty Thor 450 and 455. That's going to go for $4. Strange number 1. This is from J. Michael Straczynski's run, by the way. This is some pretty cool stuff. I had the first 2 issues of Straczynski's Strange, number 1 and number 2. The artwork in this is really cool. It's very Kubert-y. This is some really good stuff. Marvel Knights Strange, number 1 and number 2, for just $4 right now. Love that cover. Star Wars Shattered Empire, number 1, $2. Star Wars Darth Vader, number 15, is a $5 book all day. Just letting you know, Mark Brooks cover. I have sold this book so many times for so much more than what I'm about to sell it for. $2. When Disney first announced all the Star Wars stuff, anything with Darth Vader on it was like just shooting up in value. Especially if I had Dark Horse stuff, it was crazy. So this is the time to jump on the Star Wars is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't want to jump on it when these prices inflate. You want to get these books now. Web of Spider-Man 8 is off to Heath. That was 33 I grabbed. Cool Battle of Silvermane. Spider-Man 2099 number 2. That's $2. I found another Sleepwalker. We have Sleepwalker number 3. We'll throw that in here. So we got issues 2, 3, 5, and 6 going for $8. $8 in the run. Spider-Man 2099 number 2 for $2. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, look, there's an X-Men 97 ad on the back for the board game. Did you not hear the theme song for the show? When you see that? This is going to go for $2. Avengers 326, 328 are going to go for $4. I have the Avengers 3 going for $2. You got Rob Liefeld and Jeff Loeb here. This is going to go for $2. I have another really stellar run here. Check this out. Marvel Age Spider-Man. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. We're missing number 9, and we got number 10 here. I'm still thinking about G.G. Allen 69. Oh, man. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're going to do all 9 of these for $15. There you go, Roberto. How can you pass up on that? Like, seriously. That's a great cover, too. That's what's up. How was your birthday, by the way, man? Did you guys go out to dinner tonight? Like, what did we do for the big day? Thor 455 is off to Keith. That's a cool cover, by the way. Odin Amok. That's cool. Machine Man number 8, that's going to go for $2. Hawkeye number 3. Hawkeye number 4. Hawkeye number 5. Hawkeye. Oh, wait, there's a different Hawkeye now. So it's 3, 4, 5. Sorry. This is a different series, I'm thinking, or are these variants? No, this is all Jeff Lemire. Like, that's Jeff Lemire, so that must be a variant. And is this Lemire? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Sorry, this was a confusing run here. I have Jeff Lemire's Hawkeye. I have number 1. I got you on the Machine Man, Roberto. Put that off here for you. Number 3. Number 4. I have another variant to number 4. And number 5. And I will do all of these, 2, 4, 5. We'll do them all at 10. But if you don't want the variant, it's 8. And the Machine Man goes off to Roberto. That's cool. That's awesome, Roberto. I'm glad we got a chance to talk on your birthday too, man. Happy birthday. That's awesome. All right, I got John Constantine Hellblazer, number 45 and number 58. This is going to go for $4 tonight. $4 on this. Okay. I got Hellblazer number 62. That's going to go for $2. I'm glad you had a good birthday. I celebrated your birthday by playing a shit ton of Final Fantasy VII Remake today. I was procrastinating all day long. and then I finally took care of shipping, and then yeah, I ended up here. But everything's ready to go. So I got the kids coming back tomorrow, so I'm not sure how much Final Fantasy VII time I'll get when Alan's here. I'm coming really close to beating it. Like super close. And tomorrow I'm just going to hang out with the kids. I might do a live stream tomorrow, actually, because I don't think I got a chance to really promote the importance of the Marks campaign. So I think I'll go online tomorrow just to get our pre-launch stuff in place. So where are we at now? Let's see. How many people? All right, now we got 6 people. Okay. So we need 4 more people, and that's it. 4 more people, and I'll be very happy with the results of today's show. Found some more Hellblazer here. I have Hellblazer 63. Really cool blend fabric colors too, by the way. This is some good stuff. So we got 45, 58, 62, and 63 all going for $8. If you need me to show you the covers again, just let me know. Hellblazer is the claim. Fantastic Four number 11, that's $2. Daredevil number 65, $2. I have the Daredevil Annual number 6 and number 7, which has Mike Mignola on the cover. That's going to go for $4. That's awesome, man. And hopefully I'll be busy and productive. I guess I'm just enjoying the calm before the storm with the Kickstarter. Okay, the Daredevils go off to eat. Well, that's kind of the nice thing about the next month is like I don't really have to travel out of state. You know, I'm working out details right now for C2E2 because there's a lot of like logistical stuff that's going on over there. So, yeah. I got Conan the Barbarian 152, 256, 252, 273, 269. So some pretty cool Conans here. Not in the best shape, but definitely reader-friendly copies. I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure if you gave these some TLC, they would last, just fine. They would be fine. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books here. 3, 6. I'll do them all for $7 right now. They're not falling apart or anything, but they are lower grade. I'll do all the Conans at 7. Cut you a deal. We both come out ahead. I got a big fat stack of Cap books here. Captain America 376. These are in better shape, by the way. 377. We got Bullseye here. That's badass. 378. 379. Hold on a second. Yeah. All right, cool. 381. 383. 388. 393, 395, and 406. So we got this big stack of Cap books here. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How about we do all 10 of these Cap books for $15 instead of $20? Got 10 issues of Cap, and I'll do them all for $15 instead of $20. A nice fat stack of Cap. Cable number 1 and number 2 is going to go for $4. $4 on this set. Dan, you are the man. Dan. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. Much appreciation, Dan. Thank you. And you're going to take the Spider-Mans too? Outstanding. Wonderful. Take this at 20. So you are at 95. You will get a spin on the wheel. And, dude, if you want to meet up in person this week, I might go out to Graham Crackers on Friday or something to restock for, my Saturday show. Looks like we're having a really good show already, and, we're moving through a lot of this collection here. So, let me know. I'd be happy to drop off your books. Of course, when you pay this much, I will ship your stuff to you for free, especially since you're located in the good old United States of America and you're even in Illinois. So, and Conan 152 and 273. You know what, dude? You just spent so much money with me. I'm just going to give you these for free. How do you like that? You can do that kind of stuff. We could do the one in Downers Grove. I actually would prefer that one. I don't want to go downtown. Take me to downtown. All right, sorry. All right, we got to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to plug up these gaps here, and then it's FOMO time. This will be our last commercial break.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below.
All right, guys, we're in the final stretch of our show here. I am going back to Kickstarter right now, and it looks like the one thing with Kickstarter is you can never just abandon it. You really got to focus on it, and you really got to make this thing an event. And tonight we revealed a really cool cover for Mark's Tale of Survival. Dave, if you could show us that cover one more time and drop the link for us to where folks can go and get themselves on board for the pre-launch page. If you're gonna, close out for the night and you gotta go, that's totally cool. But please, just notify yourself for the Mark's relaunch. You guys are really gonna love this. What I added at the end of this book is absolutely fantastic and worth having just on its own. But you're getting a completely remastered version of a book that I wrote about my grandfather's life and what he went through during World War II as a Russian Jewish soldier. I think you guys are really going to like this story. It is already sold out of 2 printings, so this is a rebranded first printing of Mark's A Tale of Survival, and it has a really gorgeous cover by Fabrice Sapolsky, and it is the start of something new that we're going to do in order to keep all of our books in print forever. every single time we go back to press with a novella like Mark's, we're going to change the cover. So we're doing a print run of only 2,000 of these books. And if you get on Kickstarter right now, that's your chance to get one of those copies once we get them, in stock. So you guys are actually, going to be the first in line to get these books as soon as they're available. So this is a really great opportunity here, and we're keeping the reward tiers very simple on this. It's just the book, and it's just the digital version, or it's both. That's it. We're just keeping it very, very simple. It's a very simple campaign, and my whole goal with Mark's is to just get it out there into the world. I want you guys to know the story of what my grandfather went through and what he survived. I think it is very relevant to what we're seeing go on right now in around the world, really. And it's something that I really hope never gets repeated, especially, when I'm around. I really would not like to see that happen. But what my grandfather survived during World War II is pretty insane. And we take what we have for granted every day. So this is a book I definitely want you guys to read. And if you haven't read it yet, you need to come back and you need to read it. Or if you've read it already, then you need to come back and read it again. This is the version that, you guys want to have in your collection. This is the version of Mark's that I really want you to have. So follow that link that's in the comments and just jump on to be notified for when we go live. We're still at 6, so I guess it is what it is. We'll just kind of move on from here. Let's plug in these gaps on the wall here, and then we're going to get to FOMO books. And there's a lot going on tonight, so I think I'm going to go on tomorrow, maybe for about like 30 minutes to an hour, and we're going to talk about Mark's tomorrow. So we're going to have a long conversation about it. All right, next up I got Bullseye Greatest Hits number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is going to go for $6. I have Wonder Woman number 14, 352, and number 15 from Azzarello and Tony Aiken's run. This is going to go for $4. Tony Aikens is actually a Chicago-based artist. I know him. He's a really sweet guy. Super sweet guy. Oh, yeah, and I need to plug in those gaps there. Okay. Hang on a second. All right. I have Amazing Spider-Man 351 and 352. Mark Bagley's first 2 issues of Amazing Spider-Man. That's going to go for $10. $10 tonight. I have The Adventures of Chrissy Claus. This is the January 2006 edition. It's going for just $2 right now. 30 Days of Night, Bloodsucker Tales in the 2004 annual of 30 Days of Night. That's going to go for $4. If anybody's been watching True Detective, the latest season of it, I think borrows very heavily from 30 Days of Night. In its own way. It draws a lot of similarities to it. All right, anyway, we're in the last 20 minutes of our show and way behind on FOMO books. So whoever's here right now is going to be the one that gets the first crack at all of these books. And it looks like, some of you guys, it's a light room right now. So what's FOMO books? Check out this video to find out.
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a weirdo for missing out on these great tales!
All right. So, a few people in the room, which means you have an opportunity to jump on these books right now before anybody else does. So, let's go on to show you guys the books we have here. I have Spawn number 1 going for $30 tonight. $30 on Spawn number 1. Spawn number 1 going for $30. I have What If Craven the Hunter Had Killed Spider-Man number 17. Look at him. He's corpse hunting Spider-Man. Like literally. And it's a JRJR cover, which is really cool. This is going to go for just $5 today. Woo! Incredible Hulk $3.93. $5. Chrissy Claus goes to... I got Static Shock, number 1, in the poly bag, which is really wild. First printing, going for $25 right now. You can reseal. I think the poly bag is out. That's why I'm doing it at $25, but I think you can reseal it. You just take a hot air gun and you can reseal that. But I don't know why you would want to do that anyway. This is a book that's worth reading, you know? I hate the poly bags. But if you're a collector, you know, and you want to have that book. I got The Wedding of Dracula Blood Rights, number 1. That's going to go for $5. Fantastic Four, number 348 is going to go for $5. X-Men, number 1. We got Gambit, Colossus, Rogue, Psylocke on the cover. This is one of the rarer covers. This is the 1B cover. This is going to go for, what is it? $10 tonight. $10 on this one. This was my favorite of all. So the 1A was the Wolverine Cyclops. This is the 1B cover, and then the Storm Beast cover was the 1C cover. And then finally I have the Batman Adventures sealed in a poly bag. This is going to go for $25. Last FOMO book of the night. And these are your FOMO books. What do you guys think? Some cool 90s stuff, right? What if in Fantastic Four? 5 and 5. Awesome. Okay. All right, back to $2 books. Last stack, which means it is the last of what remains here. Kickin It 97. All right, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man 55, 61, 62, 67, 73, 74, number 80, number 83, number 84, number 86, number 88, number 89, number 93, number 96, number 103, number 104, number 102, and number 141. And the number 11 annual. This is kind of the same deal as that Batman stack we sold earlier. I'm going to count how many we got here. I think there's about 20 books. 2, 4, 6. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay. So it's 19 books. So 19. We're looking at 38. Guys, give me $30 and this is yours. $30 and it's yours. I'll take $8 off. You can just sell off the stack. The stack is just $30. Did I say 30? Yeah, $30. Take $8 off. All right. 15 minutes left on the clock. I have Detective Comics 649, 796. This is going to go for $4. I have Batman 49 and Batman 50 and Batman 51. Oh, okay. We got another Batman issue here. More Batmans. All right, so the 2 Detective Comics going for $4. The Spectacular Spider-Man's, Roberto, I'm going to say fine on all of them. Just fine, general fine. You know what I mean? Like mid-grade books. I'm sure if you press them and clean them, you could probably make them look more like 7s, something like that. But there's definitely meat on the bone here for sure on a lot of these books. I think you could do a lot with this. I mean, given your skill set and everything that you do here, but you are going to have to put time into these books. You know, like you might have to put time into these books. I don't know. Like you might see them and be like, yeah, you have a better eye for this than I do. But you know, they're all fines. You know, I would say in general, in the condition that they're in, if I would just simply put bags and boards in all of these books, I could probably get like $3 to $4 on each book. You know, and at some point I might have to, but I still have so many listings on eBay right now that, you know, and stuff is selling without me having to do much. And we're moving so much here on the shows that, like, honestly, I'm not even getting around to listing right now. Yeah, think about it. See if it's something that you want to do. All right, so we got these Scott Snyder Batmans here. This is going to go for $6. No pressure at all. It's your birthday. So, you know, you gotta celebrate. Get the things that you want. Be a careful shop, or be a wise shopper. That is your right. Okay. Oh yeah, and we have Batman 52. Sorry, from the Snyder run, Scott Snyder run. All 4 for $8. All right, now we're going into Tom King Batman. Okay, so I have Batman Rebirth number 1. We got number 10, number 11. Tim Sale covers. Man, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is a great issue. Okay. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 Batman books here. I'm going to stick to $24 on all these. 24 on these Batmans. This is some really, really hot stuff here. Tom King Batman is great. Would I break up the Spectacular Spider-Man set? Yeah, I'll break it up. What issues do you need? You're good at being a wise ass. Hey. That's a good thing. Because being a wise ass, everybody likes a wise ass, but no one likes a smart ass. That's what Stan Lee said. Nobody likes a smart ass. Terminator Secondary Objectives number 1 of 4. That's going to go for $2. Scarlet Crush number 1. That's going to go for $2. Number 2 is $2. Claws number 1, that's going to go for $2. No problem, Heath. I will take care of you right now, sir. I'll break up that Spider-Man set for you, which means that now I can do the stack for a little less, which is great. Okay. So you need 61, not 69. You need 90, 98, and 103. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, we got a little bit of an issue here, and I'll explain what it is right now. I don't have the only issue I was able to pull out of here was 103 because I don't believe I have. And 61. So we got 61 and 103 here, but I don't think I have a 90 and 98. So the 90, 98. I have 93 and I have 96, but I don't have 93 or 98. Unless you're thinking of a different issue. Better to be a smartass than a dumbass. So Heath, could you have meant 88? Did you want this issue? Let me know. Or 89? 80 and 89? Here's 80. Was it 80 and 89? Okay, you misheard. Okay, so you don't need these issues then. Okay. All right, so I was doing this whole set at 30. Now I'll do it at 25. So 25. You sold those $2. Those 2 books, now it's 25. Why are you sorry, dude? It happens. It's okay. Actually, no, sorry. I'm going to have to write you up for that, Heath. How it works, okay? This is a corporate environment, so we all need to fall in line and do what we're told, okay? Sometimes you have a good day, and sometimes your day just sucks, okay? You should be sorry. Obviously, you were having fun. That's like not supposed to happen here. Kiss the End, number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is gonna go for $6. Berserker number 1. I got 2 copies of this. This is really cool. This is gonna go for $4. I have Frankenstein Alive number 3. We got like a foil finish here, going for just $2. That is really cool. Creepy book 2 and book 3. That's going to go for $4. $4 on this set. Conan and the Midnight God, number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is going to go for $6. Conan 29, number 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, and 39. I will do all of these books here. We got 2, 4, 6, 8. I will do all 8 at 15. All 8 at 15. Oh wait, the Midnight Gods are different. That's different. Blue Ribbon Comics. This is an Archie thing. Character looks like Black Panther on the cover, but he's the Blue Ribbon. This is number 7, going for $2. Army of Darkness, Ashes to Ashes, number 2. It's going to go for $2. Okay, this is pretty cool. A book called Ashes, 5,000 print run. This is copy 514 of 5,000, signed by all the creators. I don't know what this book's about, but it was just like a signed comic. Look at the art in here. This is sick. This is gonna go for $2 right now. Are you kidding me? I have 30 Days of Night, Return to Barrow, number 1, number 2, and number 3. This is going to go for $6. $6 on this. And that is everything from the first box. Got one more book here. X-Force Annual Shatter Shot number 1. That's going to go for $2. There's no threat of being canceled right now, and you didn't do more with that Kiss book? No, I didn't. I don't know if I was ever really like a huge Kiss fan. I mean, like I like their music; it's fine, but I didn't like really follow the band or anything. Like I didn't know I liked their songs, but I like their songs. I actually like Kiss. Heath, I got you. Okay. Kiss the end. Jay's like one of those police officers who's like, yeah, come on. It's you don't have to make a full four-way stop at that stop sign. You can do a rolling stop here. Go ahead, son. He's like just waving his little nightstick out there, and he's like, come on, say something about kiss the end of my nightstick. Did you like that? Kiss the end of my nightstick, number 1 through 3 for $6. We're ending this show on a high note. All right, guys, we're in the last 2 minutes of the show here. So I'm just going to close out now by giving everybody a spin who I owe a spin to. So I owe Heath, I owe Roberto, and I owe Dan a spin on the wheel. So can we get the video for the – oh, yeah, or do we not have it?
We don't have it. It will be coming back, but we don't have it right now.
No problem. All right, I'll get it to you. All right, we're doing 3 spins on the wheel here. I wish Bentley was down here. Okay, we got free swag for Heath. So Heath, what free swag can I give you tonight? Heath, you get comic shop news. I have one of those upstairs. I'll give you this week's comic shop news. Okay, Roberto. You get 5% off your order, Roberto. Minus 5%. Look at this. What a birthday. What a birthday for this guy. 5% off. And 5% off for Dan. Roberto's luck is rubbing off. That is awesome. All right, guys. So before we close out the show, I just want to let you guys know about that Mark's campaign one more time. We're currently at like 6 followers. I wanted to get to 10 by the end of tonight's show. But I've been asking you guys a lot from you guys lately with this whole voting thing and all that jazz. So, and I'll be pushing this more as time goes on. I'll probably come online tomorrow, and I'm going to try and sync it up with everything I'm asking everybody to do for Warline. And I know it's a lot. I'm asking a lot for right now. Over the next month, the first 20 days of April, I will be asking, but I'm asking for a good cause. So I hope you guys will join me with what we got coming our way with the Marks Kickstarter. And I hope we can bring home the People's Choice Award for Warline. That would be really great with the Heroic Awards. And I'm going to just keep working at that. And until we get all that stuff, I will see you guys on Thursday. I'm now moving my Wednesday night shows over to Thursdays for a couple reasons. One, I need to make myself available to do some live stream broadcasts throughout the campaign. So I'm going to be doing Wednesday night hangouts possibly. So I also don't want to interfere with other creators who might be on the air. So we're going to just move our same show over to Thursday. And then we'll be doing a Saturday show this weekend with Foil FOMO. So we got a lot planned for you this week. So I will see you guys later on Thursday. And until that time comes, have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. I'll see you guys on Thursday night. Have a good night.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.